Good day, everyone. This is Rich, and in today's video, we're going to discuss the pay to play with Google these days. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. By now, you should be aware of the core update that occurred at the beginning of the month, and it's still happening right now. We're in the middle of the month, and 2-3 weeks is a good point to kind of look at it a little bit closer, other than the first few days. And what we're noticing is the people that are paying are playing, and the people that aren't paying are in pain, like myself. I discussed all those spam sites that are still occurring on the search engines. You can type in pretty much anything you want, keyword related, and scroll down, and eventually you'll run across these sites. You can look at the previous videos I discussed about that, and I'm going to go over that probably at the end of the month, maybe at the beginning of April. And what we're going to do today is kind of go through what I mean by pay to play. The reason why I'm saying that is because, for almost 20 years now, I've been focusing on organic traffic, which is non-paid traffic, hoping to rank in the search engines. And over the years, Google has applied many different parameters to make it more so people click on their advertising. And I get that they want to make money, but right now it's out of control. I'm hearing a lot of people from even my family, they're like, Google is just annoying to go through now. I don't even go there for search anymore because it's just difficult to find something. That tells me something is happening, and they just want to focus on the first 3 or 4 results. And right now it's pretty much all ads. And those ads are the boys that are paying big bucks. It depends what industry you're in. And today we're going to talk about tickets, because that's one of the biggest industries I work with. And if you hear the word tickets, what's the first 3 or 4 companies you think of? And we'll discuss all 4 of those, and we'll look at it a little bit further as well. So I want to make this, as short as possible, but there's a lot to go over, and it's really difficult to cover everything in one video. But this will kind of give you an idea what I'm talking about. Big boys being, Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek, things like that. And the little guys who I know, or maybe just know of, are going the opposite direction. Now, these sites have always ranked, and they should rank. They're big ticket sites. They pay a lot of money for their advertising and their marketing. I'm not saying they're doing anything spammy or anything like that, but they should rank. There's no doubt. But the fact that they're ranking even higher, or moving one spot up above, a smaller guy that actually focuses on a certain, topic, and they're just moving up because they have a page that's dedicated to that name. The only thing I could think of is they're giving a little payback for all their advertising, and they want them to keep advertising so they can have that double-headed dragon going on. They can do paid traffic, and then they can do organic traffic, and they're getting it from both ways. And then eventually, when companies like StubHub and Ticketmaster dial back on their advertising, then maybe they'll move the ranks back down. So it's like a pendulum of like balancing act of, pay to play, pay to pay. And I'm going to show you what I'm seeing in Ahrefs and show you how it's changing, how it's evolving. The reason I'm looking at Reddit right now on Ahrefs is somewhere I want to go with in the next week or 2, maybe next month. I'll do a video on it. And if you haven't noticed, pretty much every search you do that has some kind of adjective or verb in your search, obviously not like necessarily knives or something like that, but if you type in best knives or something, you're looking for more details about Reddit is the first, if not the sections below that, first ranking item. It's Reddit. It's constantly Reddit. Everywhere you go is discussion and forums, Reddit, and it's overwhelming. And as you can see, this started happening in August, in July. And once they instituted this update here, I'm looking at around August. Look at the traffic for Reddit. So 104 million, which a lot of people go to. Don't get me wrong. It's a great site. They made a deal with Reddit in February, paid them $60 million to allow for some AI, generative, like using their Gemini tool. And Reddit has become part of Google. And my conspiracy, I like my conspiracies, is that Google is going to own Reddit by the end of the year, if not next 2 years, and just use Reddit as their balancing at the top, because they make them so much money They don't pay a lot. According to Ahrefs, they only pay like 31 keywords, which just seems kind of low. I would say that's pretty low for Reddit, but they don't need to. I mean, we're talking in August when it's kicked out 113 million, right? Now look at it, almost 500 million organic traffic. I mean, that's 5x in a couple months. You know, most organic search doesn't move at this volume this quick. I mean, yes, if you go from 100 organic hits to 200, that's one thing, but you're talking about 5 million, 4 million added to your daily. That's huge. So Reddit's definitely going to be a big feature going forward. Keep an eye on that. Every search you do is going to show like a Reddit thing, and I'll just show you real quick. Let me bring that up. To save time, I created a bunch of different random searches to find Reddit for you, and it's very easy. Pretty much every search I did. So I typed in which model of Accord should I get. So if you have a Honda Accord, notice they have some Honda links. And then the people also ask for is pretty annoying too. It definitely takes up space. But we go down, Reddit. Okay, Reddit, all this Reddit action. Discussing in forums, Reddit. Okay, that's page 1. So they have 2 locations on page 1. Here I said best deli in Chicago. People look for that. They have a couple of restaurants listed, and then get down to TripAdvisor. Then you get down to the discussion in forums. You got Reddit, and then down here you got Reddit as well. So they got 3 spots on page 1. So it's Reddit is taking over. I think that's going to be their search going, maybe 5 years from now. I don't know. They want to do it through AI, and they're using Reddit for their AI. I think a lot is changing in that aspect. I didn't want to make this about Reddit, but I just got to go through this real quick. So I wrote top running shoes for a marathon. Okay, so yeah, they're further down, but here they are. Reddit, best marathon shoe for a first-time runner. Page 1, and then has the discussions and forums, and guess what? It's Reddit and Quora, and that's the only 2 that show up here. So I have a feeling they'll either buy Reddit or they'll buy Quora, however you pronounce that. So best time to visit Italy. Guess what? Discussion in forums, Reddit, and then Reddit. Okay. Which dog brush for shedding? I just recently bought a dog brush. Actually, I think I bought the Furminator. Works pretty good. Not there, but look, discussion in forums, Reddit. As you can see, this line is just pretty much hockey stick up. I mean, it's insane how much this has gone up. We're talking 100 million, by the way, to 500 million, not 1 million to 5 million. That's just huge numbers. And as you can see here. Okay, so let me continue with what I want to discuss. I was talking about pay to play, and we'll go through 4 or 5 of the big sites. I'm going to start with Ticketmaster because that's one that most of you would know. And as you can see, high DR. Look at this, 3.6 million. Here's the pop core update just before the core update. And then I'm on 2 years, so I can zoom in, but I'd like to go further out because you can see they're climbing. They kind of pulled back. This pullback area here allowed a lot of the smaller guys like myself to move into the search ranks. And guess what? They just wiped them all out by moving back up. And this is going to happen. But this was really unfortunate for many of us. But look at this. Paid keywords, 5.5 or 5,500. The traffic cost is around 90,000, we'll call it. But they're paying for a lot of traffic. Has it reduced? It's saying it's reduced, but the organic traffic has moved up. So this is going to be a balancing act for them. This is going to move up. This is going to move down. Eventually, this will come back down again, and then this might move up. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to play out. So let's go to the next one. We'll do StubHub. Oh, don't want to do that. StubHub. Okay, so their rankings, traffic boosts up pretty good here. Their paid traffic's boosted up as well. So we have a continuum here of just like 5.5. It costs around 215,000, but you can see their organic traffic is up significant. We're talking, March 2nd, 2.1 million, and up at March 16, 2.5 million. So that's 400,000. And they, again, like I mentioned, they only moved up like one spot here and there. They didn't just wipe everyone out. Yes, they wiped out some of the spam sites, but they moved these guys up just enough to hurt us, like our traffic dropped by 30, 40%. Of course, the spam is still rolling in. So let's do SeatGeek next. SeatGeek, same thing. Look at this boost from 5.4 million, 7.3 million during this update. They spend, around roughly 51. They're a little bit smaller than SeatGeek, as you can see. But look at this, 1.9. Big boys pay to play. Big boys pay to play. Let's try Vivid. There's another big boy. Ranking up. Keywords, 68,000. They got a boost. And as you can see, you're paying. You're also getting moved up as well. Their site hasn't changed. They haven't done anything. They're, all these sites are doing the same thing. They're just putting up pages of, whoever's on tour, whatever sporting event, whatever. They're not doing anything specific. They're not adding links. They're not doing anything. There's nothing new for them to be pushed up like this other than letting these guys win a little bit in the search ranks. And they're already ranking for everything. They're already everyone knows these names. Not everyone needs to see them in organic. They'll go to them directly. They're looking for more information about other things. Obviously I'm getting a little frustrated here, but that's part of the game. This one was very surprising to me. Viagogo, which is own StubHub, pays big time. Okay, so they pay 23,000 keywords because they're international. I'm sorry about that. But you can see here, just a big boost from 821,000 to 1 million or so. Based on the numbers, a smaller amount of traffic, but you can see here their organic keywords, their traffic's up 190,000, their value's up by 40,000, and things like that. So as you can see, you're paying and you're getting moved up. These are all big companies in the same industry as me. I'm just a small guy, but I just wanted to share that with you. Hang on one second. Let me find out one that you may know or may not know that's going down. Okay, so I did concertfix.com, which is a site I respect. The guy works really hard, produces a pretty good website, and, I'm not giving a plug or anything, but he's just getting decimated here. I mean, his organic traffic was around 210,000, and now it's at 69,000. Notice this, no paid ads. No paid ads. So the funny thing is, and the thing I didn't mention yet, is the emails I've been getting from Google saying, hey, guess what? We got $500 of credit for you. And on the day of the core algo update was announced in March, I got one for $1,000. Let me bring that up. All right, this email might get a little confusing because I don't want to share too much information, but I got this on March 7th, Thursday, pretty much when everything was getting announced about the update. Ready to expand your event's reach and attract more attendees? Get $1,000 towards your first Performance Max campaign or any other campaign. Spend $1,500 when you spend $1,500 on ads. And then it says concert tickets are growing globally over 200%. No kidding. This is the email I got that day when people just got trounced, and I did too. I mean, I didn't get dumped, but I got hit pretty hard, and it's very annoying. So it's those things that makes you think, okay, they're going after these guys. Like, go ahead and pay, and maybe we'll move you back up. So something to consider. I could be a conspiracy theorist all along. I just want to make sure that we're not totally getting screwed here going forward, because if we're not paying, we're not going to be playing. So let me know if you're seeing anything like this, if you're getting emails, if your rankings have dropped and you're seeing the big boys in Reddit move ahead of you. I'll do a Reddit video down the line. We'll go in a little bit more detail, but if you look close at Reddit, every time you search something, it's there. Everything. It's Reddit, and it gets a little annoying. If you're a Reddit guy or girl, that's fine. But if you just want a search term that you want to look up and hopefully have something for you, that's one thing. But if it's always the sponsored ads in Reddit, that's gross. So anyway, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching. I know it was a long video. Like the video, share the video, and comment. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you in the next video.